Hey guys, Brian with JazzPokeCenter.com, and today I'm in the Tahoe. I haven't driven the Tahoe in a minute. It needed tires. I got tires, so we're driving the Tahoe. Anywho, we got a show coming up this weekend in Wilmington. It's a one-day show. I got 4 tables. Chris with Carolina Sports Promotions been real accommodating, gave me 4 tables. We had 3 last time. 3 was not enough. So 4 tables it is. I'm excited about it. Also a little nervous, ain't gonna lie. So today, I'm at work. I work on the computer designing plumbing and mechanical systems for new buildings. And so I listen to YouTube in the background, right, while I work. And I got my normal guys, DJ's Poke Center, Nostalgianomics, Pokey NE, some other guys, Ash, Catch 'em All Collectibles, like just different guys in that realm. And the talk of the day has been how slow the market is and how slow it was at shows. And I'm reading the comments and oh yeah, we were at a show this past weekend and it was dead, and we were at a show this past weekend buying stuff, and and I've been saying, if you've listened to my video, I've been saying we need a slowdown like this. So I'm excited, and I'm also a little upset. Let me tell you why. Okay, I'm excited first of all because everything is coming down in price, right? And like Nostalgianomics said, you can tell who has credit card debt. You can tell who's leveraged, and they need to get out of it. And, he's like, I don't need to get out. All my stuff's paid for. My house is paid for. I can let it sit if I need to. And I'm in a similar boat as where my house isn't paid off, but I do have a full-time job, but all my Pokemon stuff is paid for. I don't have a credit card. I don't have a loan payment, So I have been growing at the speed of cash. So that is good. That's a plus. I will say that's a plus. I ain't got to go to the show this weekend and start letting things go to other vendors at 70% like they were talking about, in the comments and videos today. I can stand my ground. I'll give people some discounts and stuff, but I ain't got to sell to a vendor at a steep discount. Where other people might have to. And, the bad part, I guess what I'm trying to say, is where I've grown at the speed of cash, and then last month, or this month really still, July, only did one-day show. Then we took a week off to go to Las Vegas. I kind of took like a vacation. I didn't do a lot of YouTube videos. It's just been a focus on the family more type thing. And so I ain't got the capital I want to buy stuff, and I need the capital. Because you got the 30th coming, you got the new Rayquaza set. I'm getting ready to order some of that this week. I'm hoping it'll be in for the show this weekend. That's what I'm hoping. So I am going to spend my money on the Rayquaza set because I think that'll give me the fastest turnaround, and it will be not have a lot of competition. I could do that and not have a lot of competition. So that's where I'm going. But I need the money for the 30th coming up. There's so many great plays right now. People selling on Facebook and stuff. Like, if you have the capital, you can buy it. But at the same time, don't use your credit card, right? Don't use payments. So it's like, I have all this opportunity, but I don't have the money, if I'm being honest. But I'm not going to rush it. I'll hit the next one, right? I mean, it's going to come back up into 30th. Everybody's going to say maybe it'll crash back down. Listen to Anana Day. Apparently, the set after the 30th and after Roy Quasi set might be a Mega Evolution tag team set. I don't know how true that is. Sometimes he gets his information a little off. But if it is, that's definitely going to be hype. That's going to be big. But I can get cases of perfect order booster boxes at $175 a booster box, which I know is perfect order, but $175 is cheap. I mean, that's so cheap. And you know it's going to be a $250 booster box in 6 months. Like, you know, if you just sit on that, it's going to be $250. I mean, that's what Journey Together is and everything like that. The days of a $200 booster box, I feel like it's over. Personally, I mean, I could be wrong. I've only been in the TCG world a year and a half, so I could be wrong. I have lasted longer than most. So apparently, the average person is in and out and within a year. This is going to be my second slowdowns. I had the slowdown back last year, and like October slowed down a little bit. So this is my second slowdown. This one does seem to be more than that slowdown, which again, you know, I'm all bad. The only thing I'm not liking is how much of my singles have dropped. But then again, I can just turn around and buy singles at the cheaper price, right? You know, and then I'm still doing the go where others aren't. You know, I'm going to have the Pokemon Go ETBs at this show. Catch 'em all collectibles was talking about how hard it is to get Black Bolt White Flare packs. Well, I got Black Bolt and White Flare stuff. You know, like the binder collections and the Victini collections. You know, I got the Crown Zenith. I feel like a lot of stuff that's dropping is your ultra modern stuff. And a lot of your scalpers and stuff are trying to get out of it. And they're trying to get their money for the 30th. I'm guessing. I don't know. But I don't feel like a lot of the older stuff has dropped a lot. So I feel like I'm Gucci there. But yeah, I mean, if God, what I wouldn't do to have $10,000-$20,000 cash just laying in the bank, ready to go. So I guess this has taught me a lesson. And Nostalgia Gnome, I actually talked about this today too. You know, people who think, you know, the money's no good just sitting there, inflation's going to eat up like it's going to disappear, where if it just sits in the bank, you'll have it when you need it. And that this does show that I need to start trying to put a little bit of money aside in the bank, so when a drop like this happens, I can capitalize on it. So just lesson learned. But then again, I'm not as big as I want to be. I'm not as big as I'm going to be. So I won't rate it for this one. It is what it is. Hopefully, I'll catch the next one. I'm going to continue to grow the business, though. That is where I got to find the balance of growing the business and putting money aside for big purchases that I haven't done the best on, because I'm spending the money as fast as I'm getting it. Which is, then again, I mean, I feel like that's a good play too, right? Because I'm getting the stuff nobody has at shows. And, you know, I'm getting the different booster boxes. I'm getting the older stuff. You know, I mean, where nobody else wants like they'll at this show this weekend. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of vendors don't have Perfect Order and Chaos Rising booster boxes and Pitch Black booster, because they're cheap. They're cheap right now. You can buy them and they're cheap. Nobody wants them. And so I feel like it's going to be flooded there. Where I don't think there's going to be a lot of people that will Stellar Crown Twilight Masquerade booster boxes like I got. Or even Mega Evolution. You know, I don't feel like there's going to be anybody there with Pokemon Go ETBs. I don't think there's going to be anybody there with Pokemon Go anything. Maybe that Snorlax collection box. I won't say it's a Snorlax. It's Pokemon Go collection. It had the Executor on it. I don't know, but I might be the only person there with some Pokemon Go. And I know Pokemon Go gets a lot of hate, but I still think it's an underrated set. It's one of my wife's and mine's favorite set to open. Anyway, so what are y'all doing? Are y'all buying up? Are you trying to sell? Did you get in a credit card debt and now you're kind of stuck with the stuff and need a fire sale? I would say hit me up, but I don't know if I got the capital. Wife's got put in a shirt order because we need more shirts for the shows. Which is good. We make pretty good money on shirts. Ain't gonna lie. But yeah, that's what I got today. I don't know how to navigate this the best way. I'm just gonna stick to what I've been doing and keep growing at a steady pace. I know I don't have to fire sell my stuff. I know I don't have to give it away at cheap percentage, because you are going to have some whales at the show. I guarantee you there'll be one or two that's going to walk around like they're the big dick in the room, and that they're going to be saving the scalpers and the vendors who are in leverage and dead. And I don't need saving, right? My worst case scenario, my wife gets pissed off because Pokemon shit's just sitting in the house. Anyway, that's all I got. Peace.